Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Dojo Live recap show. That means it's Monday, and today is Monday, October 18th, 2021. This is Tulio Siragusa broadcasting from Southern California. Joining me are Carlos Ponce in Cuernavaca, Mexico, and Kim Lantis in Hermosillo, Mexico. Welcome back, guys. It's another week. Let's get it,
Cheers.
as they say.
Let's get it.
Thank you.
All right, so we had 2 live shows last week and 2 restreams. The live shows were improving products and services for everyone with Daniel Curran, who is the founder and CEO at CustEx. And then we also had, that was on, I believe on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we had Artificial Intelligence and Dreaming with Brent, Oster, who's the president and CEO at ORBAI AGI. And then finally, we had 2 restreams, one on Thursday because we had our whole hands meeting, and then on Friday. That's our new Restream Friday. On Thursday, we had Managing Sophisticated Technology and Teams Remotely with Benjamin Kearns, who's the VP of Engineering at, I don't have the information in front of me. And then we had Developing Data Literacy. If someone could look that up, that'd be awesome. With Developing Data Literacy with Priyanka Jain, who's the president and CEO at, again, don't have that information in front of me, so maybe Ruben can help us out. We'll announce it in just a few seconds.
Monday vibes.
But those are our Restream shows, so we're going to talk about those too much today because we've already recapped them in the past. We're going to just recap these 2 live shows and like to get you guys' opinion on which one of those 2 stood out the most for you and why?
Wow. In my case, definitely ORBAI. That's the one that I remember the easiest and the most for, number one, my personal fondness of all things related to the dreaming phenomenon. And then, of course, how in this conversation it interweaves and meshes with the AI part, which is the tech elements. But I think that when we touched on what sort of business model can be built upon the meshing of these 2 elements, that's what it got interesting because it has numerous applications, and well, that's one that it definitely I'll keep an eye on these, what ORBAI is doing with the AGI part as well. So it's hard to forget. So that's the one that pulled my interest the most in my case, Tulio.
I have to say, I've been in tech, 32 years now. I saw the birth of the internet working with Vint Cerf in the early days, seen a lot of evolution of technology. General AI scares me a little. But this idea of a 3rd generation AI that can take input and learn how to connect different patterns to start to actually solve problems could be very valuable to help us in many, many aspects of our lives. But the idea of general AI, cognitive computing, that scares me a little bit. But, we'll see how it plays out. But it was an interesting show to see the progress being made and how some companies are pushing the envelopes when it comes to AI.
A little too Terminator iRobot for you.
Little bit.
I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. No, I think it's interesting. What I found interesting was just the ingenuity behind. First of all, I learned that we as humans do most of our learning while dreaming. That was new to me. I didn't realize that was the case. But I guess when our brains rest a little, it's when they're able to actually connect dots. That's the way I understood it. I'm dumbing it down a lot here. But the idea, the ingenuity behind allowing for machines to sort of connect dots that same way. And apparently for the artificial intelligence to actually happen a lot faster than it currently does. So that was my understanding behind that show. So I find it pretty ingenious, pretty smart, and exciting.
I could see it now posting a little question on your computer screen and the machine telling you, I'm sorry, I'm dreaming right now.
I'm
Please
sleeping.
check back later.
I'll get back to you after my nap.
No, it was interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting how we learn things and how they're trying to replicate that with machines to learn.
Or vice
something.
versa. We might see some kind of gadget or device that we can just go buy and wear at night, and we can use that input, put it into a machine, and then have it interpreted. I don't know.
Yeah, and then you just wake up in the morning and go, I know Kung Fu. Like Neo.
No, well, I would be happy if I could just record what I'm dreaming. I mean,
I can fly a helicopter now. Yeah, no, definitely. We'll see how that plays out. Anyway, the other show we had was with
CustEx.
Daniel.
CustEx.
We're not ready today. We're not ready.
And
We're
that
not
was an
worthy.
interesting one. That was an interesting one. You know, there's that change.org that a lot of people use to petition for change, typically for political purposes, etc. But this is an interesting sort of a evolution, if you will, from that, because they have different tracks that get people to essentially participate in giving feedback for a company's product that may or may not be working according to the way people want it to work. So it can be used for both improving products and services as well as political purposes. But I just found it interesting about how you can empower end users to really have a voice today about, what's working, what's not working, what could be improved, giving them a voice by allowing them to do video clips. And then through that aggregate input, that collective consciousness, they can influence real change to improve products and services. So they're democratizing the idea of, making improvements and changes. My Alexa just started talking by herself.
What's going on with Alexa? Hey,
now we know my general AI.
She just starts talking. She wanted to participate in the conversation, guys. She's the new guest on Dojo Live Recap Show. Anyway, that's what I found interesting.
You just gave me an idea for a show, Tulio. You didn't realize it, but you just gave us an idea for that.
We get Alexa and Siri's to talk each other. And just
why not?
Kind of conversation
Why not?
There's a Modern Family show where they have conversations with their refrigerator. So
there you have it.
That is funny. All right. So what do we got coming up this week, Carlos?
Wow, we got a full week ahead, Tulio. Actually, tomorrow we're going to be speaking with Shira. I hope I get it right. Shira Shamban, the CEO and co-founder of Solvo. The topic is turning software developers into security heroes. Then on Wednesday, Julia Slanina, the CEO and co-founder of Treehouse, Femtech, and Maternal Health. Finally, on Thursday, the conversation will be with Michael Wood, the Chief Strategy Officer at Inciting Health. The topic, the growing consumerization of healthcare. That's what we have this week. We have a full week ahead. So join us every day, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday at 12 p.m. Pacific, right here on Dojo Live. Join us, and remember, be safe, everyone.
Yeah, I already got the maternal vibes going.
There you have it.
See you tomorrow.